Let me take you back to one of the most surprising places I've ever visited in my global search for longevity secrets. A small, centralized community in Mongolia, a place not known for longevity at all. And yet when I arrived, I found something astonishing. The town was crawling with thriving 90 and 100 plus year olds, not frail, not fading, but vibrant, strong, laughing, working, living. I've been told about this place by another researcher, and honestly, I didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. And what I discovered there was so simple, it made me stop and really reflect. Routines, routine sleep, routine movement, meals, community, routine purpose. Every single day, without fail. Let me show you what I learned there and why it matters for your life and how you can easily replicate it to gain that same longevity. These people woke up at the same time every morning. Their bodies were synced to the sun, not alarms. And science backs this. Consistent sleep and wake-up times regulate your circadian rhythm, stabilize hormones, improve cellular repair, and slow aging at the genetic level. They moved daily, not in gyms, not with trackers, not with apps, but through real, functional movement. Carrying, walking, tending, building, movement that built mitochondrial density, strengthened bones, and kept their cardiovascular systems young. And their eating patterns stunned me. They only ate twice a day, a late lunch around 1 p.m. and dinner around 6. Without even knowing it, this entire community was practicing intermittent fasting. And research shows that consistent fasting windows improve metabolic health, reduce inflammation, enhance autophagy, and protect against all kinds of age-related diseases. But here's the part that hit me the hardest. Their meals were also their social time. Every day, the community gathered. There was not one single one-person table in existence. Everybody was breaking bread with those who they loved and cared for. They laughed, they shared stories, they were seen, they were heard. They connected, and connection, deep, meaningful connection, is one of those strongest predictors of long life. Loneliness increases mortality risk more than smoking. These people weren't just eating together, they were living together. And then after dinner, they ended the night early. No screens, no chaos, no overstimulation, just rest. And the next day, they did it all again. The same rhythms, the same patterns, the same routines, not for a week, not for a month, but for decades. And that was golden. Consistency was their fountain of youth, and the whole town was drinking from it. On my last night there, I sat at a long wooden table surrounded by laughter, warmth, and the smell of simple, nutritious food. One of the eldest men, a 102-year-old man named Tin, motioned for my translator. His face was covered with deep, I call them smile wrinkles, but his eyes were so sharp. His posture was just strong. And he said something I'll never forget to this day. He said, "Focus on your habits. That's what defines us. Greatness comes to those who perform the most basic tasks without miss." He wasn't talking about discipline. He wasn't talking about perfection. He was talking about consistency, the quiet, daily repetition of things that keep us alive. He meant that long life is not a result of intensity. It's the sum of our routines, sometimes just the sum of 1,000 small things. It's the compounding interest of small habits done every day, and science backs this up. Daily habits equals stable biology, equals slower aging, equals a longer life, and the people in Mongolia had broken the code, and it was so simple. These pillars work together like gears in a machine. When one improves, the other strengthens. When they align, the body becomes incredibly resilient. Here's the part most people will miss. It's not eating well for a few months. It's not exercising intensely for a season. It's not sleeping well only when you're exhausted or meditating only when you're stressed. Longevity is built by what you do every day, not what you do occasionally. And I know it's not easy, but it works. If you can employ these proven tactics that my channel brings you every week and stay consistent on them, you will see dramatic changes in your well-being. You will add decades to your lifespan, and those decades won't be brittle, fragile, illness-ridden years. They will be vibrant, youthful, energetic years. Years you can use, years you will enjoy, years you will share, years you will live fully. Routine now creates the best possible version of yourself well into the 100s. And here's what I promise to you. The secret to longevity isn't complexity. It isn't intensity. It isn't extremism. It's rhythm. It's routine. It's the simple, repeated patterns that stabilize your biology and slow your aging from the inside out. This channel exists to bring you these truths, and if you stay consistent with what we share here, if you build these routines into your lifestyle, you don't just add years to your life, you're adding life to your years. And in this next video, I'm taking you to another unexpected corner of the world where longevity defies everything that modern medicine predicts. The lesson there might challenge everything you think you know about aging. And if you believe life is meant to be long, youthful, and deeply lived, subscribe. Stay with me. Let's keep breaking the longevity code together. Thank you so much for being here today. I am fully committed to getting us and the ones we love to our 100s. I'll see you in the 3000s.